Oh yeah, that burns. Good afternoon. So I just woke up from a nap, so I am a little bit groggy. I had a really long day at work this morning, and I noticed during editing my video yesterday how exhausted I actually was, where I couldn't even speak English properly because my brain was just all in a fog. I did get some good sleep last night. I just needed to have a little bit of a nap to recuperate before going out on my longer ride. And it's looking like I'll be able to do a longer ride this afternoon because I'm gonna push back my long run one day because I think I'm gonna play tennis in the morning. So I think I'll be able to do a nice long ride this afternoon. Tomorrow will be a bit more of a recovery day with some nice light tennis. I won't go too hard doing that. And then the day after that will be my long run. I also do need to burn off a few extra calories because after work, I did stop for some gelato. I saw a gelato shop and I was in the mood for it. And so I got some chocolate gelato and it was really good. And I think it was worth it. But nonetheless, let's go burn some more calories to make up for the extra intake of sugar that I really didn't need. I wanted to stop here on the bike trail real quick to show you something. We have a compass rose here on the path so north's obviously that way, but what it shows is the path that the sun takes on the summer solstice, which is June 21st, and then the winter solstice, which is December 21st. And so when the sun's setting on that day, you see the shadow come across that line. So obviously the sun is starting to move back towards the summer because we're past the winter solstice. But I think this is a cool little representation of the difference between where the sun sets in the winter and where the sun sets in the summer, when we get a lot more sun during the summer months. And there's the moon and a plane. Hello. So I'm back home. That ride ended up being about an hour. I didn't really film the second half, or I didn't film it at all actually, because it was getting dark and I just wanted to power through and just get home. But it's getting close to the end of my feeding window, and so I'm gonna scurry off to go get some food and eat that. I did, however, have my first spill, as it were. When I pulled off to the side of the road, there was a little bit of dirt and my wheel just stopped in it. And I was going slow. I was starting to unclip and the wheel got caught. But I did have a little bit of a nice little scrapey scrape. So before I leave, I'm gonna go upstairs and rinse it out with water to make sure I get all the dirt and muck out of it. Oh yeah, that burns. Yeah, it's not too bad. And I know a lot of people say you need to throw hydrogen peroxide in it to kill all the bacteria, but that's not actually true. You want to rinse it out to make sure there's no dirt and stuff in it, but best case scenario, you'd use alcohol wipes, but not hydrogen peroxide for wounds like that. When I get back from dinner, I'm gonna pull that up on a website to verify before I just kind of say that statement. We're gonna make sure first, but I'm 99% sure that's what it is. So I just finished up dinner, and while I was eating, I actually got some Chinese from up the road. I got chicken and vegetables and that kind of stuff. But while I was eating, I looked up the hydrogen peroxide in the wound thing, and I came across a WebMD true or false thing about wound care. So in the slideshow, the first question was true or false, cleaning a wound with hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol is best, and it was false. So what they claim is using hydrogen peroxide or rubbing alcohol to clean an injury can actually harm the tissue and delay healing. The best way to clean a minor wound is with cool running water and mild soap. Rinse the wound for at least 5 minutes to remove dirt, debris, and bacteria. Wounds that are large, deep, or bleeding nonstop must be treated by a professional. So I think the main premise is you want to kill the bad bacteria, but when you're doing it, you're also damaging your own cells and you're delaying the process because you need white blood cells to rush in there to start doing their thing. So that's why I ended up just using water and rinsing out the wound. And now that I'm all done working out and everything, I'm going to go in the shower and clean it out with some soap. And I think I'm gonna end it there. I ended up having a really good afternoon doing that bike ride. It was a nice, calm, it was just about an hour of riding. It wasn't too big, but I also took it easy because it was just get the legs moving and just go for a nice ride. But it was also really nice getting to those like two little sciencey moments where I looked at the path that the sun takes on the summer solstice and the winter solstice on the path. When I was growing up, I used to ride by that all the time, and I thought it was super, super interesting then, and I still love it now. But then also talking about wound care a little bit. And I think I might talk about more science stuff in the future because that's actually my background is science education. And so I think I'm gonna try working that in more because I love talking about it. So thank you so much for watching. I'm looking forward to tomorrow because I don't work in the morning, so I'll be able to do like my normal morning routine and get ready for tennis and do a bunch of different stuff. So thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.